Be good, okay? Take a nap. Okay, hi guys. So today's video is one of my first makeup videos that I have filmed in a long time. I have my little baby angel. His name is Saint. I hope you guys watched the video where me and my boyfriend and my sister went to go get him. I will link it down below. It was so fun. I'm hoping he's gonna take a nap. Like, I tried to time this video as if I'm like literally just had a newborn baby, and it's like, well, when he's napping, I try to get stuff done because it's really the only time I can. So I'm hoping he's gonna go down for a nap and I can get something done. Today, we are going to be doing a all drugstore makeup tutorial, and I always have intentions of doing these types of videos, like drugstore only, but I just have rarely done them on my channel. So I literally have like a whole little basket here of all the products I'm going to be using today, and I'm really excited. Hopefully it turns out well. Some of these products are going to be first impressions, so I'll let you know what I think of them as we're going, and we're gonna get nothing done because he's really too cute. Like, I cannot handle it. So this is the Milani Prime Perfection Face Primer. It's supposed to be hydrating and pore minimizing. I have never used this before. I went out and bought it for the purpose of this video, so we will see how it goes. Okay, so it's kind of like lotion consistency. Actually, it feels a little bit more like sunscreen in the way that it's kind of like tacky a little bit. It's thick. No. Oh, it's kind of cooling. And a tiny bit minty, which is interesting. Now that we're primed, we're gonna go on to prime our eyes. And what I'm gonna use for this is my NYX HD concealer. This is a bit light for me, but I'm gonna use it anyways and just make it work. And this one is in the shade Porcelain. And for the past like probably a year or more, I've just strictly been using concealer as a primer. If you have extremely oily eyelids or something, then that might not work. And it saves me using an extra product, and it worked fine. I'm gonna go ahead and take this NYX finishing powder. This is the kind of like yellowy shade that they have. And I am going to set that concealer so that when I go to put shadows on top of it, it's not going to be hard to blend on top of something that's sticky. For eyeshadow, okay, this I'm so excited about. I'm gonna be using mainly a few of these L'Oreal little like pod shadows. These are their Color Re shadows, and I have not used these on my eyes, but I swatched them, and these ones at least that I got are incredible. These were on recommendation from Tati or Glam Life Guru. She's literally my favorite YouTuber. Like, don't care if I'm obsessed, like she literally is. So the first shade I'm gonna use looks awesome. This is in the shade Matte It Up. Okay, that's going on really nicely. Love that color. It's like a nice, warm, orangey brown. This is like the type of shade that I use every single day. Alright, so I really like that one a lot. I got barely any fallout at all, and it did build up. Like, once I kept layering it, the color did deepen a little bit, which is awesome. Okay, so now I'm so nervous like to be trying these products because I'm like, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna be so pissed. So I'm gonna be using one of the Color Tattoo eye chromes. This is from Maybelline, and I have never tried this. This is in the shade Beige Luster. And I have swatched the ones that I got. Super, super pigmented, one swipe, oh my god color, and did not come off, which is awesome. Now, how they perform on the eye, maybe a different story. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna do this like all over the lid. Okay, so that went on nicely, but to be honest, it's not the full coverage color that I saw when I swiped it, like swatched it on my hand. So to be quite honest, I'm a little disappointed. Okay, so I was able to build it up a little bit, but honestly, I'm not impressed. Like, this did not give me any sort of like wham shadow or color that I feel like it did when I swatched it. So I don't know if I'm gonna be keeping this or not. I can try the other colors at another time, but I am underwhelmed is the perfect way to put it. Now I'm gonna go in with a Wet n Wild little trio here. This is called Walking on Eggshells. It has 3 shimmer shades. And I'm gonna go ahead in with this bronze shade. And I like to just use this on my finger because I feel like it gives it the most pigmentation. And I'm just gonna press that all over the lid. Now, one benefit of those color tattoos is that that will provide like a nice base for this shimmery shadow. Okay, I moved the camera a little bit because I feel like this is much better, like more even lighting. So this is what we have so far. This little eggshell trio I think is really, really great. I'm gonna put a little bit of this bottom, like kind of like slightly pinky shimmery shade on the inner part just to give some brightness there. Now we're starting to use like way more products than I wanted to, but they are all drugstore, so forgive me. I don't really like how that like little pinky shade went on. I feel like it was too cool toned for like the bronze. So I'm actually gonna go in with this Maybelline highlighter in, it's called Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter, and this is in Molten Gold. And I'm gonna use a little bit of that instead on top of where I just put that little pinky shade. Now I'm gonna go in with what I think is seriously like gonna be my favorite shadow from the drugstore probably. This is one of the L'Oreal ones. This is in the shade Matte Ison Avenue. Emphasis on the word matte. And I'm gonna put this on the outer corner. This is a stunning red undertone auburn color. Wow, I really, really love that. That is fantastic quality. I did get a little bit of fallout, but very minimal, and I really don't care about that at all. I'm gonna go in again with that first shade, and with that biggest fluffy brush, I'm just gonna go over the edges of that shadow. Now I'm going to line my waterline with a eyeliner that I do not like very much, but it's the only one I have, and I didn't want to veer away from drugstore products just because I don't love this one. It's from Jordana. It's black. It's just called the Easy Liner. It's not bad. It does the job. I'm just not like, oh guys, go out and get this. For mascara, I'm going to be using 2. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume and the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. Now for foundation, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and I have 2 shades because this one's too dark, this one's a little bit too light. Great. This is in Desert Beige, this is in Golden Beige, and I'm just going to be mixing them together. For my under eye concealer, I am going to use again that NYX HD concealer. This is about the last of that one. I can tell that it is just about empty. So you'll see that in a empties video very soon. Now to set my face, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Making a Mess loose powder. And for under the eyes, I'm gonna go back with that NYX HD finishing powder to set the concealer. Now for my eyebrows, this is something that I use like every single day. This is a NYX brow pencil. It has the spoolie on one side and a very, very fine tip pencil on the other side. But I do like this pencil a lot. I think it's a great dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. So let's go back to that lower lash line. I am going to go back with that first shadow that we used in our crease. We're just gonna run this all along the lower lash line. I also want to go back with this like bronzy shade and put that on the lower lash line as well. And then finally, with the darkest shade that I love on the outer half. Then I'm going to coat my lashes with mascara. I did get a little bit of loose powder on my upper lashes, so I'm going to coat them one more time. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous. I'm also going to go ahead and line my waterline with that same Jordana pencil. Now I do want to highlight my brow bone, and I have this really pretty matte shade, another L'Oreal Riche shadow. This is in the shade Paris Beach. I'm going to use this for my brow bone. Wow, that's really pigmented. I love that. I know it's just like a matte cream shade, so it's like, why are you excited? But that is so pigmented and nice. It's really not the easiest thing in my experience to find a matte cream shade that's pigmented enough and that you don't have to like build, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna take that on the inner corner too. It's not gonna really provide like a pop or anything, but it's going to add like just enough brightness, I think. So let's finish the rest of the face. I'm gonna use a mixture of two bronzers. You can of course use one. This one is a Milani Baked bronzer in the shade Golden. It's number 6. I think this is the darkest of the 2 or 3 that they have. And I wish I would have gotten a shade lighter because this is like very red toned bronze. It's really nice formula. I like it. It's just so dark. So even when I'm like pretty tan, it's pretty dark. Then I'm gonna also use the Butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. And this is the darker one as well, but boy, can you tell a difference. Like, okay, this is like red and this is like a soft, coolish toned brown, neutral brown, I should say. So I'm gonna mix them together because I wish the Butter bronzer was a little bit darker. I actually don't use these very much because I usually use like one bronzer. I don't mix bronzers very much. So I've never mixed these before, but that looks really nice in my opinion. For blush, I'm going to be trying to use a light hand when I use this. This is from NYX. This is their high definition blush in the shade Summer. And it is super hot, like coral shade. I really, really like it. It is so pigmented though. So I love a lot of blush, but I even have to be like real careful with this. It does have like a nice sheen to it, so you can definitely skip highlighter if you want. So what I usually do is end up applying way too much, but then I go in with my powder brush and I kind of blend it out. And then also I can go in with my bronzer. Blend it out a little bit. I mean, I do like a lot of blush, like I said, so I'm not like completely mad, but that is more than I would typically wear. For highlighter, I'm gonna go in with this Milani highlighter. This is in the shade 2 Day Glow. I think this is a fantastic highlighter. Besides this Master Chrome Maybelline, which is also really awesome, I have not found one single highlighter from the drugstore that I really, really like. Just like 6 months ago, if you would have asked me like, oh, what's your favorite highlighter from the drugstore? I would have been like, I don't really think I have one. Okay, we are almost done. My baby is getting antsy, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this look with my lips. And I'm going to use a Palladio lip liner. This is in the shade Nearly Nude. And then finally, something that I've been loving lately. I need to get a new one because I feel like this is pretty old, seeing as how there's like no writing on it at all. But this is in the shade Honey, and this is from, dear God, is this from L'Oreal? I've seriously had this for way too long. Like, this is probably expired by like 2 years. Not even kidding. Okay, this is not from L'Oreal, this is from Revlon, because I just saw another one that's the exact same thing, same packaging and everything. This is from Revlon, and it's in the shade Honey, and it's one of those like stain crayon things. I love this. I seriously, seriously love this. So with that completes this video. I really like how this look turned out, and thank you guys so much for getting ready with me today. I am gonna go take Saint out to go potty, and then I'm gonna go on with my day. I hope you guys are having a great one, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.